Hari Om. Let us now continue this wonderful discussion. There is no doership in Atma because Atma is always free. This is another feature of Atma that needs to be internalized. The Atma is never bound. Atma is always free. The notion that I am the performer of the action is a source of action we talk of over here. Let me repeat that sentence. The notion, mind you, that I am the performer of the action is the source of action we talk about here. Where is an action without a karta? Without the doership, kartritva, there is no real action at all. Therefore, the doership is the one that gives the blood, bones, and flesh necessary for the action to be an action and for the karma phala to be the karma phala. The result you enjoy. Karma phala is the result you enjoy. The whole cycle is based upon the kingpin, the karta. The karta initiates an action which results in karma phala, which is enjoyed by the bhokta. The karta and bhokta go together. Without the karta, there is no karma or karma phala. Beautiful discussion coming up. Let's wait for a few minutes more and then we will come to that. Without the karta, there is no karma or karma phala. The karta is defined as the one who decides and performs action. He or she has kriya, etc. A karta has kriya, meaning actions, and therefore can choose from the hundreds of verbal routes for doing that are available. The doer can choose to kill, to speak, or to do any of the varieties of actions possible. But for the Atma, listen carefully, but for the Atma which is avikriya, for the Atma which is avikriya, free from any change, there is no kartritva. Kriya implies change. Where then is the question of how and whom with reference to killing? Katham ghatayati, katham hanti, kam ghatayati, and kam hanti. How can Atma, which is a karta, devoid of kriya, either kill or be killed or instigate the act or action of killing. Impossible. Killing is an action. Action implies change. Atma is changeless. Therefore, Atma is not a karta. Period. We are now embarking into a very important and interesting topic in this context, namely a sarva karma sannyasi. You're going to learn more about who a sarva karma sannyasi is according to our scriptures. Very interesting. The word hanti here is only contextual and has nothing to do with killing as such. It's only contextual. Because the scene is the battlefield, the word hanti is used. Shankara says that the expression is purely with reference to action. It is indicative of action. It's alluding to action. That's all. What kind of action does the person perform, and what kind of action does he or she cause anyone else to perform? It's the question. What kind of action does the person, very significant word, does the person perform, and what kind of action that does he or she cause anyone else to perform is the question. A question may then arise here. If a person is a sarva karma sannyasi and has given up all karmas, will he or she not perform any action at all? We must first get the question properly seated in our minds. If a person is a sarva karma sannyasi and has given up all karmas, will he or she not perform any action at all? Does the person not continue to perform actions? Does he or she not teach? Does the person not do anything, not even eat, walk, or talk? How can you say that one who still performs these actions is a sarva karma sannyasi? Is the great question that needs to be answered. Sarva karma sannyasi, please listen carefully. It's a very important discussion which is going to be built up in the upcoming chapters. In chapter 4, in chapter 5, Krishna will really turn the fire on this subject. Sarva karma sannyasi is the one who does not have the notion that I am the doer. He doesn't have the wrongly placed understanding that he or she is the doer. That is the one who does not have kartrutva buddhi. The one who does not have kartrutva buddhi. For such a person, there is no doership in the Atma. He has understood, he is an Atmajna who has understood that Atma is akarta. One who is not a sarva karma sannyasi by merely not doing karma, one is, okay, let's read that sentence again. One is not a sarva karma sannyasi by merely not doing karma. We'll have to read that sentence like that. One is not a sarva karma sannyasi by merely not doing karma. It's a very important topic of the Bhagavad Gita, which is actually the crux of the teaching. One may be a karma sannyasi, but not a sarva karma sannyasi. One may be a karma sannyasi, but not a sarva karma sannyasi. Even if one does not do any karma, if one has kartritva buddhi, one is still a samsari. A sarva karma sannyasi is a jnani, one who is totally free from all karmas. Even if karmas are performed, the jnani does not perform any action. Why? Because he has identified himself with the akarta atma. Even if karmas are performed, the jnani does not perform any action. In this, one has no doubt whatsoever, because with reference to Atma, the self, the notion of doership is not there. He has clearly understood. It's a matter of understanding. It's not a matter of belief. One has to understand with the help of the teaching of the Guru, backed by the Shastras. It is only in the realm of the Shastras, guided by a Guru, can one understand this. Nowhere else. Nowhere else. Look as you may, for any number of janmas, in all the 14 lokas, anywhere, you can never find this revelation. Never. The jnani knows that there is no doership in the Atma. All that takes place for the jnani is that the sense organs, backed by the mind, engage themselves in their own fields of activity. Krishna is going to talk about all this in the upcoming chapters. The jnani does not look upon himself or herself as the karta. He clearly has discovered the akartritva feature of the Atma, which is his true self, inner self. The jnani does not look upon himself or herself as the karta. This is the actual meaning of sarva karma sannyasi. Even an iota of kartrutva buddhi can never mean sarva karma sannyasi. Sarva karma sannyasi is only possible with Atma Jnanam and through nothing else. We have to know that Atma is akarta. Only then can there be sarva karma sannyasa. Very important topic. As a sarva karma sannyasi is called a vidwan. A vidwan, one who is wise, one who knows, one who sees reality. All the karma that the vidwan has done so far, the prayers, yoga, and other forms of discipline, very interesting portions we are going through. We'll be going through more such portions. The prayers, yoga, and other forms of discipline, and even a life of sannyasa, ashrama sannyasa, have found their fulfillment in this sarva karma sannyasa, have found their fulfillment in atma jnanam, which is the only way that one can become a sarva karma sannyasa. Thereafter, Shankara said, there is no question of such a person doing certain karmas in order to create some result. Why? Because there's no karta anymore. And because fulfillment has been achieved, there's nothing more to be achieved. The very purpose of life has been completed. The Parama Purushartha has been achieved. What more does the person need to do? Shankara says there is no question of such a person doing certain karmas in order to create some result. Moksha hitherto was being looked at as a destination, a goal, a sadhya vastu. Even that has been quashed by gaining the knowledge that Atma is siddha vastu. I am no more a sadhaka, I am a siddha, in the sense that I have already, that which had to be achieved, that which I looked forward to achieving, is already achieved and complete, is available with me, was available with me even while I was searching. This discovery is a great discovery, it's a great achievement. There's nothing more that needs to be achieved. This is our scriptural teaching. There is nothing more to do. There's nothing more to achieve, to do in the sense of achieving some goal. The Purusharthas, Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. There's nothing more to be achieved. All the prayers have been fulfilled in this particular discovery. And it is for this discovery alone. Very interesting. It is for this discovery alone that the prayers and other karmas were performed. Knowingly or unknowingly. Better to be done knowingly, because then the progress is faster. In this way, Shankara connected Vedanta Shastra to the Karma Shastra. Karma Yoga is meant for this alone. Thus, sannyasa is really sarva karma sannyasa, meaning by gaining atma jnanam, knowing that you, the atma, is akarta, is free of karma. we will pick up this wonderful topic of Sarva Karma Sannyasa and take our discussion forward in the upcoming capsules. Hari Om. Om Durjana Sajjano Bhuyad Sajjana Shantimapnuyad Shanto Muccheta Bandhebhyah Muktaschanyan Vimochayet Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.